Hello everyone, it's another day here at Janice Mae Studio, and we are going to do another fun project today, and I would like to revisit the doodle bead. So I'm wearing this ring because I actually made this I think 5 years ago. If you're familiar with my blog, this is one of the posts I did. And this is made out of a doodle bead. So this is black and white. So the paper is white and I doodled using black pen. So our project today is a doodled brown paper bag. I am speaking of the Trader Joe's brown paper bag. So here you go. So if you're familiar with Trader Joe's, they have this bag, and I just noticed the fun things that you can find by looking through the paper bag. And first of all, it says reusable, compostable, recyclable, made in the USA, which I like. Sustainable Forestry Initiative, which I like. So it's a nice sturdy bag, and something funny is written here in the back, as you can see. Just so whimsical. And if you look at the side of the bag, which is my favorite part, is this. So some fun things are printed on there, but the one that I like the most is the other side of the brown paper bag, which is this. So what I did is, you will dismantle the bag by just cutting it around, take the bottom out, and take the handle out. It's very easy. It's just a matter of like peeling it off like so. And then you cut it open at the seams. So there is a seam here somewhere, which is on this side. So you will cut it apart. In here is the seam. And then you spread it out and you cut out the part that you like. So to show you, you cut it out and spread it out like this. So the portion that I like, which is the other side of the bag, is what I took. So it's about this size. I already doodled this part, okay? So when you see, when it was before I wrote something on it, it looks like this. So it is very nice, and you can't help but you want to doodle on it. You see what I mean? So the whole idea is just writing, whatever. It's kind of like art journaling, and you can make it into a bead or incorporate it into your journal, whatever you like. So this is my first attempt. So I doodled on it, you see? And the spaces, I was too lazy to doodle. I just stamped using a red ink, okay? And that's my first try. And the second one that I did, I think I was getting better. And this time I used colored gel pens. And let me show you what I used for this project. So I have the gel pens. You don't have to get gel pens. Just first practice and use whatever you have handy at home. And I have also this, the Micron number 5. I just love how this pen writes beautifully. So let me show you my doodle here. So you see, I just want to fill every blank spaces, and we will see how this will turn out. Okay, I already lined the back to be made into beads, but first I'm gonna show you a little bit how I doodled. There are still little blank spots that we can put some doodle on it. So let me just give you an example of how I did that. The other good thing about this brown paper bags, when you cut it up like that, it's a good paper to line your workspace. And if you're doing paint or mixed media stuff, then you have the paper to catch everything, and then you can turn it on later. You can turn it into paper beads later. So here we go. So let's this part is empty, so I'm gonna doodle on that part. And now it's time for us to cut it up and make them into beads. I already lined the back of the paper. All we have to do is cut them up into strips, and then we can roll them into beads. So here we go. I have cut them into strips of paper. Some are 1/2 inch, some are 3/4 of an inch, and some are, and I actually cut one in a barrel shape because I want to try that too. So they came out really nice and colorful, but I don't know how this is going to turn out into beads. So that's exciting. Let's find out. So the other thing you need is the bamboo roller. This is what I'm going to be using, and a glue stick or just any white glue that you have. So I just want to get that ready. Take your bamboo roller and, okay, let's say, for example, let's roll this. What I want to do on the base of the paper is just kind of round them up like that. Okay, so this seems to be pretty color, so let's see. Sometimes when your paper is not cut in a perfect triangle, then you have an imperfect bead, but it's still nice. It's still something that you made out of paper, and that's pretty awesome. Now I love the brown paper bag because it actually makes a hard bead, like a real bead. And I can see the colors now coming up. And it makes me sad when it covers all the pretty pinks that I did. But that's part of it. The nice thing about this project is that you can write anything on there. You can write out your frustrations, your anger, whatever you want to write. Nobody can see it. It's hidden inside the bead. So I just made my first doodled brown paper bag bead, and I think that came out pretty, don't you think? So let me try and make the barrel bead. Okay, so barrel bead is just kind of straight and tapered a little bit towards the end. You can make it just a straight piece of rectangle if you like. And let's see. And this has the browns, and I doodled some black ink. These are the cityscapes that I tried to do, and it was so much fun doing the doodle. I did that last night. You see my cityscapes, I'm rolling them into the bead, and as I'm doing that, I remember how fun that is, and all the pretty colors. And I forgot, it will work best if I'll go ahead and apply the glue now. That way it has time to air dry a little bit, so that when I reach the end, I love that color. Unfortunately, it's going to get covered, but that's fine. I love the brown colors too, and I'm excited to see the finished piece. Neat. See, it has the blue gel ink on there, and I love that. The brown and the blue goes really well together. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish rolling the rest of the beads now.